Extreme skiing is a sport that is growing fast in the world, and things like backcountry skiing are becoming more popular today. On average, 35 to 40 skiers die each year from skiing-related accidents, whether it be alpine skiing to teleskiing. Most people are content with skiing inbounds, but a few of us, like myself, would rather go out of bounds. If you can imagine stuff like fresh snow, unskied tracks, and more trees, that's the stuff that you're going to find out of bounds. In this PowerPoint, I'm going to address points of the public's decision, why public should have their own decision to go out of bounds, what the national forest and ski areas have to do with their out of bounds rules, and the way the media influences out of bounds techniques. Backcountry skiing is backcountry skiing, the definition is going out of the lease zone that a ski area resort is in charge of. So when a ski area buys a zone, that's their zone. They don't have district over the out of country or backcountry zones that's outside of their area.
Jurisdiction.
Yeah. So who here has been skiing? Who here has gone out of bounds? Now, see, that's great. Roped off boundaries are...
Who here is currently out of bounds, even as we speak?
Roped off boundaries are boundaries that you cannot pass no matter what. You're not supposed to duck them. You're not supposed to duck back in. It's illegal if you pass a roped off boundary.
Can you jump them?
Accessible backcountry gates are backcountry gates that are marked. They've marked the hazards. They've told you the avalanche warnings, and it's your choice whether you're going to go out of bounds or not.
That's the gate. No. This is the gate we went.
Hey. Now
that's the gate we went over.
Now you may ask yourself, who in the right mind would do this? And the answer to that is anybody who skis would probably do this, because of the fact that it's got fresh powder, more trees, and unskied tracks. That's every skier's dream. We do it for the snow, basically. Don't get me wrong, skiing out of bounds is definitely dangerous, but stuff like avalanche falls and stuff like that happen all the time. You have so many risks. You have avalanches, frostbite, hypoxia, hypothermia, and then you also have you getting lost, and that's just the worst. Because once you get lost, all those unknowns start to happen, and that's not good. Things you can do to prepare for skiing out of bounds are wilderness survival classes and avalanche safety classes. These will make your out of bounds experience 800 times better, because if you get in an avalanche in something and you're trained in what to do, or you get lost in the wilderness and you know how to survive, you can get out alive.
What if I only want my experience to be 500 times better?
The odds of survival are better if you get in trouble.
My first point that I'm going to actually address during this PowerPoint is the public should have their choice to go out of bounds. I don't think that it should be the ski areas or the National Forest Systems or Forest Service's choice to tell you, no, you cannot go out of bounds today. They should be able to warn you of the risks that are on the hill when they're on the hill, and if it's safe enough for you to go out. Tickets are not being cited in places like Nevada, and they are, but they have in the past been cited in Colorado. I don't get that, because Colorado is probably a much bigger ski area than Nevada is. But if you were to cross closed off ropes, not out of bounds ropes, but just closed off, because closed off and out of bounds are two different things. Closed off ropes is illegal, because they're closed off for a reason, to warn you about the dangers ahead and to keep you safe. And out of bounds ropes are to tell you where the ski boundary is. You shouldn't worry if you can't, or don't worry because you can't get fined if you're just a really terrible skier / snowboarder and you happen to fall out of bounds. that's not one thing. Hold on, pause it just for a second.